Hi, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Gauri. Welcome to the session. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing great, ma'am. Thanks for asking. And first of all, thank you very much for giving me this wonderful opportunity, ma'am.
It's my pleasure
So
to have
I
you here.
was, yes, ma'am. So I was hoping for this opportunity since long time.
That's amazing. So finally, we are here. And tell me, how's everything at your end? All well?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. All well. And today I'm over the moon because I'm in front of you live.
That's great. I'm also delighted to have you here. Okay, so
Yes,
let
ma'am.
us start with a quick round of introduction. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. So my name is Gauri. I'm from Maharashtra. I work in an IT sector as a software engineer, and I'm a proud homemaker and mother of two beautiful children, ma'am. And if I talk about my hobbies, I indulge improving my technical skills as I'm a tech savvy person. And as well as apart from this, nowadays I'm obsessed with the English journey, ma'am.
hmm
And whenever I get a free time, I always use my time reading, writing, and conversing with my co-learners. Yeah,
hmm
that's it about
That's
me.
great. And when did this English learning bug bite you? When did you start your English learning?
Last, yes, ma'am, last year in the month of April. Yes. Since
Okay.
then, I continuously started watching the podcast,
hmm
conversational videos. Yes. And I stumbled upon your video, ma'am, last year itself. And I got hooked, ma'am. And
hmm
since then, I'm continuously watching your videos.
That's amazing. So it's been a very long journey for you, right? How is the
Yes.
experience so
Yes.
far? Have you learned a lot of things?
Yes, ma'am. I learned so many things. And here, ma'am, I would like to share our WhatsApp group experience as well.
Sure.
Yeah, ma'am. So this is an amazing platform, ma'am, for us, especially for the women. Why? Because, ma'am, here every woman is trying to fix each other's crown. So
hmm
there is no any criticism, no any judgments, and we try to articulate our thoughts beautifully, ma'am. And we
hmm
learn from each other so many things like idioms, phrasal verbs, and this is the beauty of this group, ma'am.
Exactly.
Yes,
That's amazing.
and I forgot. And the most important thing is that ma'am, the questions you provide on daily basis,
hmm
those are really thought-provoking questions, and that brings the clarity, broaden our horizon, ma'am. And
hmm
we no need to take much burden for that. It's like a easy going. We learn from each other, everyone discussing in the group, and we can
hmm
imbibe those thoughts, and later we can try to discuss in the second half of the day. So I am doing so, and I have learned so many vocabularies,
hmm
idioms, and phrasal verbs from our WhatsApp group itself, ma'am.
That's amazing. I'm so glad to hear that. And you have beautifully explained your experience in the group. And I would say that we actually live these topics on a daily basis, whatever is happening around us. But when it comes to explain or when it comes to express our emotions regarding these topics, we get stuck. That
Yes.
is the importance of discussing everyday topics or what is going on news channels. And that's what we do intentionally in these groups.
And in this fast-paced era, ma'am, no one has that much time to give thought about those kinds of
True.
things.
We don't even
Yes.
realize, but these things are really very
Realize as well.
important.
Yes,
Right. And we
yes.
are going to discuss one of those important things today. That is small
Definitely.
habits. We don't realize what we are doing on a daily basis, but these small habits actually shape our daily lives. It shapes who we become in our real life, right? So we're going to discuss this thought-provoking topic today. Are you ready for that?
Sure. Yes, yes, ma'am. Definitely. I would love to share my thoughts, ma'am.
So what is your idea about habits?
About habits, ma'am, the habits may look the simple, monotonous, but those brings a huge transformation in our lives. And I
Mm-hmm.
am the one live example for this. So
Mm-hmm.
I was a very, being in the IT sector, I was like very timid kind of girl, underconfident in front of express my thoughts in my team, with our teammates in our meetings. So I took the plunge and I decided to, I need to improve no
Mm-hmm.
matter what.
Mm-hmm.
And I started improving my communication skill. And here I'm getting the opportunity to be on camera, to express our thoughts without getting fear. And this has changed my entire my way of living, man. Now I confidently talk in front of people, express my feelings
Mm-hmm.
and everything, man. So these small changes creates a big difference.
Hmm, true that. It
Yeah.
completely transforms our life. That's so true. But how?
Yes.
Like, can you tell us how these daily habits affect our daily life? Or you can give some
Mhm.
examples. Talk about one habit and how it can affect our daily life.
Yes, ma'am, definitely. So, as I said, I'm working in the IT sector, and I sit for hours at in one place, ma'am. And I ended up with the severe back pain and the neck pain couple of days before, ma'am. And I consulted many doctors, and but the relief was just temporary. And my husband suggested that the exercise is the must for you and you need to do exercise, but it was not my cup of tea, because I was thinking that I am a thin person, exercise are not needed for me. But I took the plunge and I started doing the exercise only for 10 minutes, the surya
Mm-hmm.
namaskara and few body movements along with the surya namaskara, and that has transformed my life, ma'am. Now there is no any pain in my back as well as neck, ma'am, and the day is full of refresh now
Mm-hmm.
nowadays.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
and
I think
yes,
we all
yes,
can relate with this because many people are leading erratic lifestyle these days. We sit for long
Mhm.
hours at a single place and we don't even realize until we face any issue. Right? Same in
Exactly.
your
That's
case
true.
also. When you
Yes,
faced
yes,
severe pain in your back and in your neck, only then you
exactly.
realize that you need
And
to change your
that was my
lifestyle.
wake up call. Horribly,
Exactly.
it was my wake up call.
Hmm.
Yes,
I also
yes. But
faced
now I
similar
am
issues.
perfectly okay. Yes,
Hmm.
ma'am. Yeah.
Exactly. And only then we realize that we need to bring some changes in our lifestyle or we need to inculcate some better habits in our daily life, right? Yes. So why
Yes.
do we
You were
wait
saying,
for,
ma'am, something.
I said, why do we wait for hitting the rock bottom? Why don't we start it early on? Good habits.
As a human being, ma'am, always we have a habit of procrastination until we get something severe. Till that,
Hmm.
we never realize what we have to do. So, this is our
Hmm.
nature. So, that's the reason we try to just procrastinate everything.
Exactly. Again, something very relatable. I'm also suffering from this bad habit, I would say. I try a lot to
Okay.
get rid of procrastination, but because of human tendency, we tend to procrastinate because
Right.
it is comfortable. So we can say that procrastination is one habit that we really need to get rid of, right?
Yes,
Because it is
exactly.
stopping our improvement, it is stopping us from reaching that success in our life, isn't it?
True. Yes.
Mm-hmm. All
Yes,
right.
ma'am. And it's nothing like that. We have
Mm-hmm.
to do something bigger, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Tiny steps can bring a huge transformation in us. For
Mm-hmm.
example, just reading at least one page, writing, or any positive habit can
Mm-hmm.
change our life.
True. True that. Okay, so
Yes.
can you share like how long does it take to see any changes whenever we inculcate any new habit? How long will it take us to see noticeable changes in our lives?
Okay. As I said, ma'am, so these are the simple habits and very tiny habits. We cannot see the results overnight. So it takes time, but we have to be consistent no matter what. Means it could be any habit. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why we cannot see the result at a time or period of night. So we have to be stay focused. We have to be stay patience. So, but I would say that one day definitely we will
Mm-hmm.
feel that difference, and that too with a big amount.
Exactly. So one small habit cannot change you overnight, but consistency will definitely
Yes,
make a great transformation in your lives. That's so true.
exactly.
Do you believe in this fact that many people say that it takes around 21 days to see any noticeable changes in your life? Like we need to follow a routine for 21 days, only then do you see any changes. Do you believe in
Okay.
that?
No, ma'am. I do not
Mhm,
believe in this because
mhm,
I have tried this method many times to
mhm,
improve my communication skill, or in many aspects I have tried this 21 days. But
mhm,
I don't feel this is means works for everyone's, but it not works for me. I don't
mhm,
say that it may work for the other people,
hmm,
but anything, ma'am, any habit or any changes needs consistency. It's not about the 1 month, 21 days.
mhm,
Until we get the proper result, we have to be consistent.
mhm. Like initially, we do have to struggle to bring some changes into our lives, but after some time, it becomes our second nature. Like as you said, reading or exercising. So for some days, maybe for 7 days, we'll feel like not doing it, but still pushing ourselves. But maybe after 20 to 25 days, you'll become habitual to it. You start working on that autopilot mode. You need not to push yourself, right? That way it works.
Yes. And the one thing is that, man, we need that fire in our belly to achieve
Hmm.
anything.
Hmm.
It's not the matter of
Exactly.
21 days.
Exactly. That's what pushes you. Otherwise, you'll always
Exactly.
procrastinate. That's so true. So that clarity in your mind, clarity in your goals will help you build your daily small habits or will help you build your good lifestyle or daily routine. That's so right. And these small habits have this compound effect over time. So if
Yes.
we talk about real challenge in building these habits, like whenever we talk about building good habits, do you think patience is the real challenge there? Being a human, we really struggle with patience. We really want results overnight or we want that instant gratification. So do you think
Yes.
patience is the real challenge there?
Yes, ma'am. Patience is the real key, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Without patience, nothing is possible, ma'am. So we can see so many advertise that shows the result will come overnight. But this
Mm-hmm.
is, ma'am, this is just a myth, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Everything needs some time, and
Mm-hmm.
the patience is the key for that.
True that. When we talk about our English learning journey, also, people ask questions
Yes,
like, can I become fluent in 1 month? Or how long will it take for me to become fluent? But it's very difficult to make them understand that it's a lifelong journey. You need to stay patient
true.
throughout, right? It's not time
Very true.
bound.
Yes.
Exactly.
And if we improve as well, ma'am, always
Hmm.
there is a room for improvement
Hmm. True that.
for at
Hmm.
any level.
For
Yes.
improving more and more.
More and more. Exactly. Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So now you can talk about some habits apart from exercising, reading books. Did you inculcate any more habits in your life which has helped you improve your lifestyle?
Actually, ma'am, I struggle with the time as I work from home and almost I'm busy with my office work 9 to 10 hours daily,
Mhm,
sometimes more. Apart from 9 to 10 hours, I have kids, so I
mhm,
need to do for them as well. The tiffins, they just revolve around me for
mhm,
homework, for the everything. So I don't get much time, but I try to whatever I get time, I try to use my time productively to learn English. Apart from this, nowadays I'm not doing anything.
mhm. Yes, time foundation is always there. Time constraint is the
Exactly.
main problem there
Yes.
in achieving many things in our life. But yes, we cannot achieve everything at once, but we need to set priorities in our life and accordingly we have to work.
Exactly. And
Do that.
whenever, so we have the Saturday and Sunday off. So I always try to upgrade my technical skill
Mhm.
because it's need being in the IT sector. So I try
Yes.
to take at least one certification
Mhm.
every year.
Okay, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's
Yes.
great. Upgradation is really important. Otherwise, we lag behind from others. That's so
Yes.
right.
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, if you could suggest one strong small habit that could quietly improve anyone's life, what would it be that you strongly
Okay.
recommend?
Yeah, yeah, definitely, ma'am. So, I would like to share here one thing is that so we see almost 99% women are educated in
Mhm.
this era, in this digital era, and everyone has this magical gadget, we would say, that
Mhm.
smartphone. and
Mm-hmm.
everything is at place. So whatever they want to learn, they can learn just giving 5 to 10 minutes on daily basis. So it's not difficult nowadays. It
Mm-hmm.
may be the homemaker, or she might be the professionalism. So just we need to take just 5 to 10 minutes, and over a period of time we indulge in that habit, and it's unlimited, I would say. The
Mm.
people you ask you why you are not nowadays with us, why you are not in our gossip, why you are not in our group nowadays. So in that kind of way we indulge ourselves, ma'am.
Mm, exactly. So learn something every day, practice every day. Initially, it happens
Yes,
that we will have to remind ourselves that it's time to practice with our co-learners. But after some days, it will be
yes.
like, why I'm not practicing, or let me keep
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
aside and let me practice first, because that becomes your
Yes,
priority over time. That's so right. And when you start seeing noticeable changes, noticeable improvements in your lives, then you leave everything aside. Exactly.
exactly.
What are your views
Yes,
about gratitude? Do you think paying gratitude in our daily lives are important, counting our blessings? Because in this fast paced world today, we are completely into chasing more and more in our lives. If we have enough money, still we are not satisfied. We want to earn more
yes,
and more and more materialistic things as well. So, what is the importance of paying gratitude in our lives? Do you believe in
yes.
paying gratitude?
Yes, you exactly touched my heart topic, ma'am. Because I recently I read the Law of Attraction book by Mitesh Khatri, and I have imbibed almost all the techniques, that is FTBA,
Mhm.
feelings, thoughts, belief, and action. Those four techniques they have described in the book very nice way, and I have inculcated the habit of mm, means how habit of the gratification. We have to be grateful for everything whatever we have, and I started uh, by affirmation technique every day when I wake up and when I go to sleep.
Mhm.
I have recorded whatever affirmation I have,
Mhm.
because when I wake up, so that time I don't get time to say everything. So I have recorded those affirmation. I
Mhm.
just put my earphone and I listen every day, morning
Okay.
and night,
Mhm.
and this gives me a great result, ma'am. I can see lot of improvements, and this is only because of the gratitude, ma'am. And I'm a person who always counts my blessing. I never complain. So whatever came in my way, I always choose as a opportunity, not as an obstacle. And I
Mhm.
I try to push myself to do better for everything.
Mhm. That's amazing. And it's very important to see what we already have, to give
Yes,
importance to what we already have instead of always cribbing about what is missing in our lives, right?
yes, yes,
And when we see, what's missing in our lives, we tend to compare ourselves to others, and that kills the joy. And there is one more major problem in today's lives, that is screen time. So, what are your views
yes.
about this? What kind of habits can we inculcate in terms of screen time in our daily lives?
Okay. The first thing is that we have to start the screen time recorder. So it shows for what application you spent how much time. So it will realize ourselves. So where we are losing our time. So it gives us a wake up call type, man.
Mhm.
So in that manner we can minimize. It's not impossible to minimize at a time or reduce at a time, but small teenage steps can gives a great result
Mhm.
in this case.
Yes, I
Yes,
completely
if we
agree with
are
that.
spending a lot of time on Insta, Facebook, or WhatsApp, by seeing those means screen time, we
Mhm.
can reduce on daily basis at least some amount, and we can try to indulge improving ourselves, whatever we are hoping for long
Mhm.
time.
Exactly. And reducing screen time means gaining more time for yourself. So
Yeah.
you spend some quality time with your family. You maybe meditate, you read books, you do something productive. At least you're not wasting your time on screens. So that is
Exactly,
really very
and
important.
doom scrolling is such a means bad habit that we don't realize how much time we are wasting. Later we
Hmm.
feel regret about that, but once time gone, it never comes back.
True that. Yes, and that's a very common and major problem in today's lives that we indulge in bed rotting all day long. We are always on our phones scrolling recklessly and getting nowhere, right? And especially
Exactly.
students, because they also have
Mhm.
phone these days. They all have phones these days, and that is the reason it is taking toll on their studies as well, right? It is hampering their studies. Okay, so
Yes, so
limiting
true.
screen usage too. What are your views
Yes.
about reflecting on our days? Many people forget to reflect on their days. They keep on moving, moving, and get indulged in same kind of routine, but they never look back what they achieved or what they have lost in the process. So, what are
Mhm.
your views about this? Do you think reflecting on our days at the end of the day is important or not?
Yes, ma'am. It's very important that we have to reflect on our day at the end of the day. Why? Because, ma'am, as a human being, we are always either we just think too much about our past, whatever
Mhm.
has passed, and either or we just give the thought about our future. So what will come further? But instead of doing that, if we use our time very wisely, and at the end of the day just we have to revise whatever we have did, whatever we have to do, and whatever we have not not done. So if we give a small thought on that, that creates a big difference for the next day. So
Mhm.
just what we have to do, we have to compare with ourselves, with our the previous day. That's it.
Mhm.
No need to think about our future or past, because
Mhm.
that's just ruin our day, ruin our
Mhm.
life. That's it.
Exactly. And thinking about future in a practical way will help, but overthinking will never help because people tend to
Exactly.
overthink. They'll think all sorts of things about their future, about their
Yes.
past, but they are not reaching anywhere. There are no solutions as such. And
Yes,
people who
thinking is
journal,
okay, but
Mhm.
thinking should be with action.
Exactly, exactly. That's the
Yeah.
perfect point. And people who journal, they make great progress in their life. They journal their days, and that is what
Yes,
helps
yes,
them uh, reflect on their days, what they have done the whole day, and what they have achieved. And
yes.
this is how they can make their tomorrow better, or maybe work
Exactly.
on some points that will help them make their life better in future, or
So
get rid
true,
of those
ma'am.
things which are not adding any value to your life, right?
Exactly. No need to compare with others. Just
Mhm.
compare with your previous version. That's
Exactly. I also believe in that. All right. So we discussed many small habits. And if people will start inculcating any one of these habits, they can completely transform their habits. And if they can do it all, that's amazing. But at least one of them they
yes.
can
Fine.
inculcate in their life. True
One
that.
at a time. Exactly.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, that's amazing. Amazing discussion with you about small changes that change our life drastically. So, with that,
Yeah,
let's
ma'am.
bring this session to an end. And I would like to take a moment to thank you for your insightful thoughts and those amazing suggestions about daily small habits that will definitely help people out there, those who are listening to us. Right?
Yes, ma'am. And thank you very much for you and the Neha ma'am for giving such an amazing platform for everyone as a woman here. So we really enjoying it. We are learning so many things, ma'am. It's only
Mhm.
because of this wonderful platform. Thank you so
That's so
much.
nice of you. And we are also learning in the process. We all are learning from one another, I would say. It's all about
Yes.
helping each other, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Right. Okay, then I'll
You
see you.
you made my day, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Great, great. I'll see you sometime again. All right. Have a
Sure,
great day
sure,
ahead.
sure, ma'am. You
Okay,
too,
then.
ma'am. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.